In this video, we will learn how to create an order in your TMS account. From the landing page, we can go either to the orders list or order planning section under operations. First, in the orders list, this will be a list of all existing orders you have in the system. At the top left corner, you will be able to see the add button that will open up a new order window and allow you to enter a new order into your account. You'll also be able to edit accordingly. Under order planning, you will also be able to create new orders by clicking the button at the top left that says new. This will give you an option to generate a new quote or order. When you click on order, this will bring up a new order window that will be exactly the same when generating it from the orders list. When adding a new quote, this will populate the same new order window, but with less required fields. The status will be quote, and you'll have the option of converting this quote into an order. This is more used under our brokerage functionality. Please see our brokerage videos for more information. The order planning screen will be where your dispatching users will perform most of their duties in assigning assets to orders, as well as dispatching the orders through the system. For more information on the order planning screen and the dispatching process, please see our dispatching and order video. When you are adding a new order, you will see that you have a series of tabs on the left-hand side that show specific information that is associated with this order only. You can minimize these tabs by clicking on the arrow at the top left when hovering over General. This will then only show the tab icons. You can then bring back the full titles by clicking on the three lines at the top of the tabs. Starting with the General tab, you will see the most important information related to this order. ID under the order is system generated and not editable, as this is what the TMS system uses to assign this order to assets and move it through the system. This number will either go up by 1 each time you open a new order. As you can see here, it has gone up by 1. We can also have this number generate only when you save an order after filling out all required information so that you do not skip any order IDs if they're tied to other information such as invoice numbers. Please see our order preferences video for more information on how to set this up. You will see the status of the order here in the gray field. This will always be in the available status until you dispatch the order. You will have additional informational checkboxes on the top right side regarding power-only orders, TONU, truck ordered but not used, or LTL, less than truckload orders. Please see their corresponding videos for more information. Next, we will be inputting the rest of our order information. First, you will be entering the shipper and consignee information. Your shipper will be in essence your very first pickup or stop, and consignee will be your ending destination or delivery. You can either type in the name of the shipper and select the match, for which it will automatically fill out the address and phone information. Or you can also click on the magnifying glass to select your existing locations or add a new one for this order. If there are any comments related to this location, they will appear when you hover over this eye icon. This icon will not appear if you do not have any comments saved under the location. You will then be inputting here your scheduled from and to dates and times that you are to be at this pickup. If you have a specific time window or an exact appointment time, you can input this by typing the date and time or selecting from the calendar. The system will automatically fill out the current year and give you until the end of a 24-hour window, which you can obviously edit, and then you can see your corresponding time zone of the location and change it if needed. Now we have to do the same with the consignee. Remember, this will be our final point on our order. We also have some shortcuts in the system. For example, when you type T, this will give you today's date. When you type T1, T2, and so on, it will give you that many days after today. T-1, T-2, and so on will auto-populate yesterday's date and the day before, and continuing back from today's date. You can obviously change this if needed to make sure that you have a time continuity and you are not going back in time. You can also toggle through the fields by clicking the Tab button on your keyboard. These plan times will be important as they will be sent to drivers to dispatch them via message or integrated mobile app connected to the TMS. Then when your drivers check in and out from their pickups and deliveries, you can keep track of their actual times to better keep track of detention, if they were late, and the reasons for it. You will be inputting the rest of your order information, starting with the load number, which will be required. You can copy and paste from your RateCon or enter manually. You will have quite a bit of fields here that you can fill out regarding the order. These can then be associated to message templates to be sent to drivers via text message, email, or mobile app. Please see corresponding dispatching videos for more info. You can add pickup number, delivery number, BOL, seal number, commodity, pieces, pallets, weight, equipment type, and temperature as well. So let's fill some out for this example. Equipment type will show a list of industry standards to select from. You can choose or type in and select the match. If you're hauling anything that needs to be temperature controlled, you can input the temperature range and select whether it is continuous or cycle. You can select an ETA date or last free day for your intermodal process, as well as keeping track of any additional loaded or empty trailers which can be released. For more information on this functionality, please see our Releasing a Trailer video. Under Order Groups, you can select which group this order is a part of, whether that be for a different message template, dispatcher sorting, or other group sorting. Default order group will color code this order to the color of the default group selected. Please see our groups video for more information on how this works. If you are making use of tarps for flatbed operations, you can select whether you need one on this order and the size of the tarp required, from 4, 6, or 8-foot tarp. Under Coordinator, you can select the dispatcher that is assigned to this order by either typing in their name or selecting from a coordinator list by clicking on the magnifying glass. The Entered By field will be automatically filled out with the user that is entering this order. If, for example, the dispatcher would be entering the order, then the Coordinator field will be filled out automatically and will match the Entered By as well. Under Invoicing Company, you will be selecting the company that you will be invoicing this order from. If you only have one company under your umbrella, this will be the default. But if you have multiple MCs under your umbrella, in other terms, additional invoicing companies under your account, you can then select the appropriate one that you are booking this load under. Under Bill to Customer, you'll be selecting your customer, for the most part the broker you are booking the load from. You can type their name and select the match, or select from your customer's list. When the customer is selected, you will see their credit rating appear from their profile along with their default billing method and billing type. You can override them for a specific order if you need to differ from this customer's default. In the invoice number field, you can have this invoice number auto-populate to match the order ID or manually input it yourself. Please see our order preferences video for more information. In the rate field, you will be inputting the amount that you are receiving from your customer, i.e. your broker. This number will be associated to the rate on the invoice that you are sending. As you can see, the gross pay field was automatically filled out to match the rate. The field is what you will be taken into account into the driver's pay or carrier's pay if you are doing some brokerage work. So for example, if the driver is getting a percentage, they will base that off of the amount in the gross pay field and not in the rate field. This allows you to differentiate the rate you are getting from the amount the driver is paid off of for a variety of situations. In the cargo value field, you can input the cargo value of the order. Margin will be calculated by your difference between the rate and the gross pay. So if we change our gross pay here to be a different amount, you will see that this can be negative, and you can also select a specific percentage for margin based off of the rate. For example, if you are a broker and you automatically wanted a 10% margin on each order you are brokering, you can have that calculate automatically. Again, please see our order preferences video for more information on how to set that up. If you have any accessorial fees, such as lumpers or detention for this order, you will see their total amount in this field, and that will be added to your rate amount and give you the total amount in the field below it. Please see our adding an accessorial video for more information on how to add one. Loaded, total miles, rate per mile, and rate per loaded mile will be calculated after you save an order. Empty miles will calculate when you assign an asset to it. Please see our dispatching and order video for more information regarding how these fields populate. On the bottom left of the General tab, you will see a large section for dispatch notes. This area is for any internal only notes associated to this order for those accessing the TMS. This will not be shared or sent anywhere else. Under external notes, you can input any extra details that you would like your drivers to know. This can be tied into message templates for dispatching or system-generated rate confirmations and bill of ladings if you are a broker. Please see respective videos for more information. You can then save the order and keep the window open by clicking Apply. This will generate additional buttons at the top to connect assets, plan your route, put the order on hold, clear any dispatched data, or void it. Please see our dispatching and order video for more information. When an order is saved, you will also have some additional buttons at the bottom of the general window. The first one will be where you can adjust the fields that are visible and required, along with which tabs you see on the side. This will only be visible if the user accessing it has adequate permissions. This allows you to have the exact view that you want to meet the needs of your company. You will also be able to copy this order information in a new window and complete any differences of load numbers or dates before saving. The refresh button will just reload the order page if you are doing something else in the background. The tabs on the left will have a variety of different functions. Two that will be generally important will be the Stops and Files tab. Under the Stops tab, you will see the shipper and consignee locations as stops and their coinciding statuses, and you will be able to add stops accordingly if you have multiple stops or additional pickups and deliveries. Please see our Adding Stops video on how to correctly add them. Under the Files tab is where you will be adding any needed documents regarding this specific order. You can drag and drop files from your computer to this section, or you can click on Add, and this will open up a new window where you can upload documents in that way. You will be selecting the file type it is from, as in proof of delivery, rate confirmation, invoice, ticket, amongst others. Then you can type in any additional comments regarding this file you would like. After the file is saved, by clicking OK, you will have an option to view and download it after you select the file line. You can also send it via email directly from this tab by clicking on Send via email. This will open an email window, and you can input the receiver information that you would want it sent to. If you have multiple files that you want to send or download at a time, you can select the checkbox next to the file's ID and then send or download accordingly. There is also an Approve button next to Add that will allow you to approve files for billing purposes. You just have to select the file and click Approve, and it will change the approved column to yes. If you have in your preferences to only send approved files to your customers or factoring company, then only those approved files from each order will be sent. Please see our accounting preferences video for more information on this functionality. Let us know if you have any additional questions about creating an order in the TMS. Thank you.